On the previous module, you had a brief introduction about the different elements of communication that makes up its process. Yes, just like what was discussed, communication is a process consists of interrelated elements working together. So, are you ready to have a clear picture of the process of communication? Welcome to Oral Communication in Context, Lesson 2 of Module 1, The Elements and Breakdowns of Communication. The communication process is a system that involves an interrelated, interdependent group of elements working together as a whole to achieve a desired outcome. The process starts with the sender, who encodes the message, and it will pass through a channel going to the receiver. The receiver then will decode the message, then gives a feedback. Through the process, when a problem occurs, known as the barrier, there would be a communication breakdown. The smooth flow of communication is dependent upon each element. If one element does not function well, it will affect the entire flow of communication. Take a look at this example. The speaker generates an idea. She then encodes an idea or converts the idea into words or actions. She transmits or sends out a message. Then the receiver gets the message. He decodes or interprets the message based on the context. Although it seems simple, communication is actually quite complex and has a number of components. Communication is divided into elements which help us better understand its mechanics or process. These elements are the following. Sender. It is commonly called source or encoder. It is also known as the origin of message. He or she chooses his or her purpose, crafts the message accordingly, and decides to whom, when, and how to deliver it. This is the first element of the communication process. The sender begins the communication process by forming ideas, intentions, and feelings that will be transmitted. Encoding. This is the process when the source or sender is deciding what message to deliver, whom, when, and how to deliver it. It is also the process of converting the message into words, actions, and other forms that the speaker understands. Message. It is an idea, thought, or piece of information that the sender aims to express or make known. This is central to the process because the point of communicating is to say something. The message to be sent is based on why the speaker wants to say it, like to inform, persuade, entertain. What the speaker wants to say and how the speaker wants to say it. Channel. This is the means, medium, tool, or instrument by which a message is sent. The first channels in communication are the 5 senses: ears, eyes, skin, mouth, and nose. In other words, a message is sent and received via the senses. Messages are first received through the ears by hearing, while gestures and facial expressions are received by the eyes through seeing. The skin, mouth, and nose are not the main pathways for sending a message, but they are still crucial in the imparting and receiving messages. Other channels used in the communication process are words, letters, or electronics such as mobile phones and computer. Receiver. This is the one who receives or attends at the message. He or she is the one who makes sense of what is said and reacts to it. He or she may respond positively or negatively, or do not respond any at all. Decoding. This is the process of interpreting the encoded message of the speaker by the receiver by detaching, deciphering, and deducing it. The receiver interprets the message through background knowledge and experience, known as schemata. Feedback. It is known as the return process. It includes the reactions, responses, or information provided by the receiver after receiving the message.